Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again so much for our time together. I want to read you a rather lengthy passage of Scripture today because the Bible teaches us that we have a right to expect certain things of our spiritual leaders. Now, sometimes we talk in the pulpit all the time about what God expects from the members, but this is what God says you have the right to expect from us. He starts in 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1. Here is a trustworthy saying. This is something you can trust. If anyone sets his heart on being an overseer, that would be like a pastor. You go back to Ephesians, overseers, presbyters, bishops, pastors, shepherds. It's all the same person. He desires a noble task. Now, an overseer must be above reproach, the husband of but one wife. It did not say one at a time. It says one wife. Now, forgive me, people that are divorced and remarried are not second-class Christians, but they're not qualified for ministry. The husband of but one wife, temperate, self-controlled, respectable, hospitable, able to teach, not just a presenter that can stand up and mouth words and act like an evening news broadcaster reading something that he doesn't understand, but really able to teach, not given to drunkenness. Say, well, Pastor, what constitutes drunkenness? Well, I think the Philippines is coming to grips with that right now because for the first time we're having to make drunk driving laws. It's amazing. We never used to have those before. And we're coming to grips with the fact that one glass of wine puts a person over the legal limit. So, not given to drunkenness. Well, something to think about. Not violent. Not violent, but gentle. Not quarrelsome. Not a lover of money. He must manage his own family well and see to it that his children obey him with proper respect. If he does not know how to manage his own family, how can he take care of God's church? He must not be a recent convert, or he will become conceited and fall under the same judgment as the devil. He must also have a good reputation with outsiders, so that he will not fall into disgrace and into the devil's trap. Now, there's many qualifications there, and if you look close enough at any pastor, you're going to find that all of us have our shortcomings because we're human too. As one man aptly said many years ago, we all have clay feet. But for the most part, this is the standard that we are to seek to live and to achieve. You look at a pastor, do his kids serve God? Now, yes, when they get older, young people make their own decisions, but when young people are growing up, are his kids wild? Are they out in the clubs? Are they out in drunkenness? Are they out getting people pregnant or getting pregnant? That person's not qualified. They need to step down and work on their families. If we cannot even lead our families, Paul said, what right do we have to think that we can lead the household of God? Now you go through each one of these, and again, there are no perfect pastors in the world, just like there are no perfect church members in the world. But these are the things that you have a right to look at us and expect to see. Now, someone will microanalyze every one of those and try to say, well, nobody qualifies. And in one sense, but by the grace of God, none of us do qualify. But these are the goals that God teaches us to strive for in leadership.